Okay, starting off first crazy interaction was the one where I was like selling bracelets for my business, and my friend walked up to a man, and he was, let's just say, not young. So, starting off, he said, "What you selling? What you selling?" And I said, bracelets. And then, he said, "I don't got no money, so you better give me it for a discount, yeah." And then he said, no, I said, there's MK. And my friend said, "Yeah, they're 10p. If you want, you can buy them." Grabs him by the neck and starts choking him against the wall. I got really scared, so I just started looking around the place, and I said, "Please stop doing that to him." And then he pinned me to the wall and started rubbing my face and started smiling at me. And then I said, and then, so I basically escaped him. And then he stopped us. And then he said, "What's your names? I want you to write it on a piece of paper. Or I could just bring you to get some wine. Come on, we'll go to the alleyway over there." And then I said, "No, thank you." Then he said, "You know you want to." And then I grabbed my friend by the hand, and then we started sprinting away home. I started screaming and crying and like any normal girl would do, but that just happened. So, yes, that was the first crazy interaction. This was the creepy one, and now we're going to be moving on to the one where we were basically being bullied out of our own existence. Right, moving on to the second one. So, the second crazy interaction was a bit of a mean girl. So, whenever me and my friends, were selling bracelets, we walk up to this girl, well, my friend did, and I was like, no, please don't do that. She was being rude to us earlier, because she'd been really rude to us earlier. And, so basically said, "No, don't judge people by their look. By how they look." And I said, "Whatever you say." And then, she went up there and said, "Would you like to buy some bracelets?" And then she said, "How do we know it's a scam?" And then we showed her the bracelet, and if someone who bought from us before was beside her, and we asked them, and they said it was real. So, and then, yeah, we showed her the bracelet. And then he was like, and then she was like, "That's gay, S-word." And we were like, okay, that's really rude. And then she told us to go F off. So I had it there, so I said, "Dear, I'm sorry for starting so much. Can you just stop being rude to us? There's no point of even being rude to us. We're just people too." And then she went over to us and said, "Who you think you are?" And they started swearing and swearing and swearing. Then she picked up a brick and started throwing it at us. And then she, started swinging a crowbar at us. And we were like, no. And then, so basically, we started running away. And then she started kicking my friend's car with, her foot. Well, obviously. And then she started saying, "Here, look at tire. No, here, look at this tire. It's so deflated." And then we said, "Hey, stop kicking the tire. That is so mean." And then she said, "I don't care what you think. Your face is disgrace." And then I said, "I can't hear you. I can't hear you." And then we just ignored her. So, yeah, that was the second interaction. And let's move on to the outro. Thank you guys so much. What was that? Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and yeah, I love you. Bye, besties!